Hey, it's Kat, and we're playing Nancy Drew, The Secret of Shadow Ranch today. I've played this game before. It really brings me back. And I figured it was perfect for kind of the spooky season that we have right now. So, let's play.
Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Let's go with Junior Detective because I feel like I really like having the checklist in these games. And I don't like thinking too hard, so let's go with Junior. And then if we like it, we maybe do Senior. But let's start with Junior.
Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet. Which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
And she should, because it's a little spooky. A City Slicker's Guide to Ranch Horses, Book 1. It's the 21st century and they still use horses? While much of the work on modern cattle ranches can be done using motorized vehicles, a great deal of it is still being accomplished on horseback. Cowboys can keep track of cattle grazing in rough terrain more easily by riding a horse, which can navigate the same steep, rocky gullies that cattle can, than by driving a pickup truck. I mean, that makes sense. Horses can get into places that trucks really can't, and sometimes trucks scare the cattle a little bit more. Let's see. And then the quarter horse. And then they use quarter horses in cutting, roping, dressage, and show jumping. And this is barrel racing. It's a very popular breed, the quarter horse, essentially. They have different colors. The paint horse is a breed that, though it's distinguished by its beautiful markings, it's not simply a color breed. So the paint horse has like these spots. We'll come back to this if we need to know the horse patterns. It's kind of interesting how many different colors that horses and patterns that horses can have. Mules. All right. That seems like a very informative book. Just don't really want to read the whole thing. All right. The tumbleweed times. Paint dries in record time due to record heat. Well, I guess you wouldn't get too bored watching the paint dry since, like, you know, if it's drying quickly. Local scientist teacher spends day watching paint dry. Says it's the most excitement he's had in years. That's sad. Kind of. Chili cook-off. Schnauzer abducted from backyard. Owners believes aliens did it. Okay. Yeah, it was the aliens. It's not the coyotes, you know. Prickly pears defeat gunky geckos 1-0. Cool, cool. Right. Nothing in here. This.
Hmm.
Yes.
Something goes here.
Really?
Something goes
Something
here.
goes there.
Something goes
How
here.
do you know that? Because there's a hole? Probably. All right.
Hmm.
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 Come on, she didn't say it's locked. Like her epic line. It's locked.
Hmm.
I guess not. I'll probably just go right into snooping instead of just trying to find people. Okay. More books. What's that sign say? Still fixing up front porch. Use back door. Okay, let's not fall through the front porch. Charlene Purcell. Like the wind through my heart. To bet. Charlene. I feel like she was in one of the other games, like author or whatever. But my memory's not so great.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today with temperatures
Hi, how's it
expected to
going?
reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east
Phoenix
should
is
also expect
hot.
rapidly.
We've got several livestock auctions in the area tonight and tomorrow.
Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
I don't know, but she looks important. She has a big portrait. Alright, what's this? Yes, I have played this before. This is actually one of my favorite ones because of the horses. But it's fun. Well, that's cool. What's your favorite Nancy game? Alright, we got some conversion tables over here. Okay.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Rawleys, right?
Is that important?
Is that important?
I promised the Rawleys I wouldn't talk to you until after they did.
Oh, Danger on Deception Island's one of my favorites too. I was like really into whales when I was younger, so like it just kind of carried over, and I've played it a lot. What's the next one on your list?
I just wanted to look around a little first.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to have an interesting conversation with those two guys out there? It's impossible. So call the Rawleys, then come right back.
Okay, wow. Abrupt. You looking here? Marathon. Oh, marathon. That sounds like fun. I haven't done one of those in a while. My sister and I used to do that. It was so fun. Taco salad. That sounds good. Alright, fine. I'll call them, I guess. He's gonna, you know, not talk to me. Oh, not the sheriff. We don't need to call the sheriff yet. And I care. Ooh, I like that one too. That's one of the first ones I've played. I think the first one I played was Mystery in the Haunted Mansion or whatever that's called. And I was a little scared of it because I was, I don't know, 10 or something, and it freaked me out. So like I didn't play it for another couple years, and then I started actually playing the Nancy Drew games.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy, are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not.
Yeah, most of them are really good. The newest one I'm kind of it was different, so I wasn't sure about that one. And there have been a couple that are kind of meh, but most of them are pretty good.
Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Well, that would cause me to make a fuss if there was a rattlesnake in my bedroom. No, thank you. Don't tell me you're at the hospital. That's not good.
Don't tell me you're at the hospital.
Yes, we are. Although I'm only here because Ed's here. He's the patient. I'm just here to keep him company.
You can go home any time you want.
Oh, someone's got to keep you out of trouble. Next thing I know, you'll be playing with scorpions.
I wasn't playing with that thing. I was trying to shoo it out of the room.
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
Oh no. I love all the side characters in the game. They're quite the characters. Pretty funny.
How bad?
Well, his arm swelled up something awful, and he was feeling pretty poorly by the time we finally got him here.
I was fine. She's exaggerating.
Oh, Ed, you wish. Anyway, dear, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
I think he will. He'll just get up and leave.
Would you rather that Bess and George and I postpone our visit?
Oh, good heavens, no. I won't hear of it. You're going to go on as if none of this ever happened. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler. And go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzy's and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
Gonna get our first horse. Yay.
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horseback. Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Dun dun
Yes,
dun.
you see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the... phantom horse?
That's convenient timing. Not. Alright. Hopefully he'll talk to me now. I think he will. So which ones didn't you like?
Tell me you've called the Raleighs.
Beth said something about a phantom horse. Do you know what she was talking about?
Sure do. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Dirk Valentine. It's quite the name.
Dirk Valentine?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Something tells me this story does not have a happy ending.
Yeah, that doesn't
Because
sound
of him,
good.
Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
What a great story. That just sounds like I'm totally dismissing him. Let's do that.
What a great story.
Oh, okay, she was excited.
Story? All I know is Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
The math sounds bad.
Well,
I don't want to
better
do the
get
math
going.
though.
Drop by anytime.
All right. We have our checklist? Not yet. Oh, there was an envelope. Not where she said it was, though. It's by the back door? My memory is really terrible.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
How come?
Why?
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation. Especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
What's up? Well, I better get going. I'm not gonna tell him what's up. I'm just gonna peace out.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
I'll try not to. Alright. I think we need to go to Tex. Wait. There's 3 holes on the top of the blanket. Yeah. Phantom horse.
Check.
Oh, we gotta ask Dave. Okay, we'll call Bess and George in a little bit.
You talked to the Raleighs?
His arm just kind of disappeared. Oh, it's fine now.
Yes, I'm supposed to go ahead and have a good time and not worry about Ed, which is a lot easier said than done.
He'll
Yeah,
be
no
okay.
kidding.
Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
How do you think that snake got into their room, or something about the phantom horse? Well, let's see if he's seen the phantom horse.
Shorty told me about the phantom horse that appeared just before it happened. Did you see it too?
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
A lot of questions. I'm Nancy Drew. Very nosy. Am I bugging you?
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Uh,
Do we need that guy back there?
amateur detective.
It's just kind of a hobby.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
How do you think that rattlesnake wound up in the Raleigh's bedroom?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Yeah, no thank you. Could somebody have put it there? It sounds so dramatic.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know.
Yeah, that would be good to know so you don't get bit.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazi's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
She does talk quite a bit, doesn't she? She's always up in everyone's business. And I love when she asks them, like, am I bugging you? And this cowboy's probably like, yes, go away, please.
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
He's like, thank goodness, please go away. All right, so give me the key. So let's go get the letter. I might be able to stay on track. We'll see. All right. Ah. All right, can we snoop? Put the key back. Go back. There we go. Mary Yazzie. To Ed and Bet Rowley, just because you fired me, don't make another mistake and think that you've heard the last of me, because you haven't. We all know that I deserved a second chance. Letting me go without giving me one was just plain wrong. In fact, know what your problem is? This person does not sound happy.
Sounds like this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs.
Yeah, just what I said. We all know that I deserved a second chance. Oh, okay, I already read that part. Well, you know what your problem is? You don't believe in justice, but see, I do. That's the way my brother and I were raised. Justice always prevails, although sometimes it needs a little help. You'll see. Jane Nash. It doesn't sound too good.
The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
Loki? What's that? Those look important. Let's take them. Just taking all the random things. I think that might be it. It's good for now. Do they go over here? Those look squarish. Oh, but we're probably gonna need to know the... Oh! Is it the beaks? Maybe? The beaks are all pointing different directions. No? Wah wah. Maybe not. Well, let's come back to that. Now what?
That's done.
I guess we should call Bess and George because it's on our checklist. Whoops. Who did... I didn't even see who I called. Whoops. Oh, I just hit the call button. Go me.
Hello?
Hi, Bess, it's me. I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Omaha.
Oh, that's not Phoenix.
Very funny. Come on, where are you really?
No joke, Nancy. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Hours? You're kidding.
Who knows what's really going on?
Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer.
So what's going on there?
There's like a phantom horse supposedly and a rattlesnake and a lot.
A lot. Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he all right?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse?
Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
The feeling we might need to know that information later.
Apparently last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
She just jumps to suing. We're suing them.
The cook, Shorty Thurmond, he says the phantom horse belonged to this outlaw named Dirk Valentine, who was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't?
Bess, phantoms don't really exist, okay?
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that phantom horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
I think it was more like a well-planned distraction.
So, you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
Yes,
It's
yes, that.
possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So, everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Of
Well,
course,
you don't
they're
have to
always
sound so happy
suspects.
about it.
You don't have to sound so happy about it.
I'm not sure what I should do next.
Mysteries are kind
Check
of her
that
thing.
task list you keep in your notepad.
Or the case notes
Wait,
you keep there. Maybe those will help.
I thought I
That's
clicked
it for
this.
now.
Stay in touch. That's an order.
Okay, that's an order. We'll stay in touch if we feel like it.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
Let's see.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth
Sure
to the
he's
airport
not.
takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
Okay,
I'll
bye.
let you get back to work.
See you later.
All right. So, I did look around the desk.
Can't check that off till it's done.
No, I didn't. I missed something already?
I'm finished.
Let's go back. Okay, am I gonna have to use the key again? Yeah. Open. What did I miss? So we read this. We looked at this. What are we not seeing? Hmm. Let's try this again. Maybe I have to click on the middle. Hey, it's one of my favorites too. I don't remember how to do everything, but it's definitely one of my favorites. What would you say your second favorite is? Let's come back to that. They start going to the left. Interesting. Most people go to the right first. That's interesting. I didn't notice that last time I played
Well,
this.
hello there. You got some friends back there?
Scarlet Hannah's fun too. That's like one of... That was like not the first one I played, but one of the first ones I played. So that was fun. I also like, there's so many of them now. But, I mean, I've always loved horses, so this is up there. And then I used to have a thing for whales, too, when I was younger. I mean, I still do. Whales are awesome. So, Danger on Deception Island was pretty cool. It's really hard to pick. Alright, let's go in here. Okay, we got parts of the American Quarter Horse. Oh, I like Sea of Darkness, too. Like, the graphics on that one are so pretty. Can I take anything yet? Not yet. Yes, whales rule. For sure. Aren't we supposed to take a hat? She said to wear a hat. Okay, horse feeding. Always check your girth before hitting the trail. I did not realize that the first time I played this game, which is like hilarious because I've had horses in the past, so like I just kind of ate it.
So which one are you?
I totally forgot he was in here.